Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Pokemon White. If you did not catch the last episode, I would highly recommend it. We did go ahead and defeat the third gym leader of Unova, Berg, and now we are moving on to Route 4 and towards the next city. So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, that gym was a lot easier than we expected when we actually tried with strategy. But I think we're ready to fight Sharon, which is happening apparently. It's funny because last episode we came up here and I thought that's when the fight was, and I went, that's at another time, and I didn't even think that we needed to fight him. So that's kind of funny. If I remember correctly, our Pokemon aren't healed, so this should be really interesting. We'll see. Oh, a P-Dove. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. We'll see. Alright, Zuck, please don't be too damaged. Oh, that's alright. We're at half health. Whatever. It's a P-Dove. We got it. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode, because if I'm not wrong, we may be getting another team member today, which I'm excited for. We've been having the same two Pokemon for a while now, because what, this is episode 8, I think it is? Episode 8 sounds right. And I think since episode 3, we've just had Zuck and Juno, so that's crazy. But yeah, I'm excited for this episode, and I hope that you guys are excited as well. Because I really want to get another team member, please. It's funny, because, Grass and Ground, I mean, they're kind of a good combo together, but also it's we're still missing a lot of areas of just damage that we need to do to people, but we just can't, because we're so limited at the moment. But now, we're gonna get a little less limited, and I'm excited. But yeah, if you haven't heard something about, the rivals in this game, then if you could remember one thing that you've heard, my verbiage is off today. I swear it's an off day. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's retry that. Something you may remember about the rivals in this game is they come up a lot. So there are some times where it's a little egregious. And I feel like a lot of people kind of agree that this part's a little crazy for the rivals because you have back-to-back rival fights, basically, which is insane. And I can't believe that I didn't really notice it before. But man, this is insane. We just got done, and now we're fighting a Pignite, which is actually strong. We may die from this, actually. Oh, we're very close. Okay. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to switch to one of our Sackmons. Lillipup, you did great. How many times have I killed Lillipup in this playthrough so far? Way too much. Way too much. Let's see. Is he going to kill our Lillipup? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But Pignite's actually pretty scary. Its stats aren't amazing or anything, but it's now a fighting type, it does have a fighting type move, and it has, of course, Flame Charge, which makes it faster. Because Pignite's not the slowest Pokemon ever, it's not known for its speed whatsoever. So it can kind of boost up through Flame Charge, and that's always scary to see. I would say in this stage of the game, Pignite definitely overshadows Duat and Servine by far. Of course, I'm not really talking about the third stages, which I kind of say that Emboar in this game especially is kind of better than both of them, but I don't know. We really did pick the worst starter for this game. I don't know if it's objectively the worst, but the fact that Serperior is miles ahead of what it is in this game in the next one, Black and White 2, is kind of sad. Because as you know, the 8th gym is water type. And so the fact that we don't get to use Serperior in a time where it could be really useful is kind of sad, but also it does kind of add to the challenge. I know grass types are normally the worst types for every region, which is funny, but I think in general I like using a type that's kind of known for not being the best in a region, just because it's a little bit more challenging. And I'm not saying Pokemon games are too easy, I'm too smart, because I'm not. I whited out at a gym leader in this video game. A few episodes ago. So, I don't know, I just think that using a type that's kind of bad is fun because it makes you strategize more, I guess. I don't know. But I'd recommend it. Using a Chikorita in Johto changes a man. That's probably the worst starter region combo I've ever seen in my life. The fact that it's not even neutral to anything until the 5th gym is insane. It's insane. Because, well, I guess the 3rd gym as well, but really, third gym doesn't really count, because I'd say the third gym's kind of super effective against everything in many ways, because, of course, Whitney's Mill Take is insane, so, you know. But yeah, she just told us to go to Nimbasa City, and so that's where we're heading. And we're going to go up here, and now this guy won't stop us. Let's go. But this part is actually a really fun part of the game. The desert resort type area is a blast. Did I heal up? I'll heal Juno real quick. We have super potions to spare, so I'm kind of just going to be healing them up whenever. So, see, we got a burn heal. Oh, watch out. This battle's going to heat up. You may need a burn heal. That's all I'm saying. I really... I keep talking about the sprites for the trainers, but the backpackers are some of my favorites. I think the female ones... Yeah, the male one's cool, but the female one where they're, like, facing away is so cool. I'm like, whoa, this game's so 3D, even though it's, like, not at all. So, it's kind of funny. I will say, though, I'm not going to spoil anything, but some of the cutscenes in this game that become 3D are insane. I wonder how they're going to run on my Super Nintendo DS, but I really hope that we're able to run them and they won't be, like, 10 FPS. I think I can do 60 pretty well. I may have to turn down the resolution a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. It's just funny thinking about that, because, man, that would be insane if I just played it and it's just going at, like, 2 FPS. That's a moment where I'd restart the episode. Like, I don't ever restart episodes, at least for this playthrough right now. I haven't restarted a single one, other than, like, messing up an intro, obviously, because that happens when you just make YouTube videos or whatever, but I definitely think that if that happened, we'd be restarting, for sure. But yeah, we need something to kill grass types. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we need a grass type killer ASAP Rocky. So I'm kind of hoping that soon we can find one. I don't know, that may be our next Pokemon. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. But actually, we're going to get 2 this episode, if I remember correctly, which is insane, and I'm excited for that. And I hope you guys are excited as well. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you guys are excited for playing Pokemon White. It's going to be so great. I can't wait. Man. This sandstorm's annoying, that's all I'm saying. Stun Spore, that sucks. That sucks. Man, okay, good. Take him out, please. Come on. Get that Cottony out of here. Thank you very much. So, fun fact. The reason why I like the desert resort so much is actually because the one episode of Pokemon anime I watched as a kid, I only watched one episode, and it was the black and white series. I know, like, the worst or whatever. I can't really judge, though. But I remember the one episode I watched was actually the one about Dwebble and Crustle, which was funny because at that time, I didn't make it to this part of the game, and I really wanted to Dwebble, like, so badly. And I'm pretty sure I had a strategy guide at the time that could kind of show you where Pokemon was, and I kept seeing Desert Resort, and I was like, where is that? The Desert Resort. I need to get there. So, if I remember correctly, I think I didn't use Dwebble on my final team, because that team's long gone. Like I said, I probably just power leveled my Samurai. I can't really remember, but I remember I wanted one so badly, because the episode, I think, was like tons of Dwebbles, and there was like one big Crustle. I don't know if it was a good episode in retrospect, but all I know was that I was enjoying it. I was like, give me some more of this, please. So, it was a fun time. And then eventually, I think I was in 7th grade, if I remember correctly. I was kind of older, but of course I still watch animation stuff at the time. But that's when I first watched the main series of Pokemon, the original, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Every time I've tried to rewatch it, I've gotten to maybe like where you meet Brock, or maybe even Misty, and then I'll be like, this sucks, why am I watching this? So, it's kind of how it's worked for me. But, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I think it hurts on rewatch, which, personally, I think most shows hurt on rewatch. There are very few that become even better. Like, even, let's take the subjectively best show of all time that a lot of people say that I love, and it's probably one of my favorites for sure, Breaking Bad. I watched that years ago, all the way through, loved it. I was like, this is my favorite show. I rewatched it this summer, and I was kind of like, it's good. Like, I don't know, the whole, especially after Better Call Saul, which is a prequel series to that show, it kind of hurts on rewatch, because not only do you know when everyone dies in Breaking Bad, and the characters who are actually important in the long run, but you also know what happens to them in Better Call Saul, which is cool for added depth, but also sometimes you're just like, I wish I was watching that episode, because the characters in this episode kind of, or you wish you were watching that series, because in Breaking Bad, some characters lose a lot of depth. Like, I don't know, I feel like Saul especially It's just like the guy who the prequel series is based off of. In the original Breaking Bad show, he's just like, hey, I'm a funny lawyer guy, but in Better Call Saul, he's like a tragic character. And it's like, whoa. So that's a bit of an adjustment that you got to get used to, but I don't know. But yeah, Pokemon, the anime, especially like, well, okay, it was hard to rewatch, but I think especially watching like every episode, because a lot of times what I'll do is for some of my favorite shows, I'll look up like top 15 episodes and stuff like that and just binge those, and that's great. Because there's some shows that are outstanding and I love, but also at the same time, whenever I rewatch all the episodes, I'm like, okay, let's get to the good season, the good plots, you know what I mean? Like my actual favorite show of all time, Community. I'm currently watching season 1 again with someone, and it's really hard to watch some episodes because I'm like, dude, I want to get into the crazy crap, because in the first season it's a lot more grounded. So I don't know, it's a lot of fun though. It's kind of cool seeing where everyone came from, but also I'm like, let's get to the good part where they start chloroforming people. And you, come on, let's do it. But yeah, enough TV rant for the day. Gosh, I love TV and movies so much. I love movies, but watching movies by myself is something I'm really have a hard time doing because I can't focus on anything ever. If you can't tell. So I'll be watching something and I'll try my very best to sit through it, but then after like 5-10 minutes, I'll just be like, I don't want to watch this right now. I want to watch brainless YouTube videos. And then I'll end up doing that and be like, man, because today, well, breaking the fourth wall, today I did kind of want to watch a movie. And I was thinking of watching one of the Pixar movies I haven't watched, which would be like Finding Dory, Soul, Cars 2, Cars 3. I think that may be it, but I'm probably missing some. Like, I don't think I remember watching A Bug's Life at all. So I'd probably count that in the mesh. But yeah, I definitely want to watch some movies, but it's just so hard. And now we get Dig. There we go. Which is a good move. I mean, of course, it's worse than Earthquake in every stretch of the imagination, but still at the same time, it's just nice to have, especially early on. So I don't think this girl's a trainer. Nope. Cool. And now let's go over to the Desert Resort, which I'm so excited for. I've been waiting for this part for a while. And I think these people may have an item. I could be wrong. Nope. Okay. Thanks, so. No, I think down here just doesn't lead to any. Nope. Okay. Good. I was like, more area? What? But this part's really nice because just like at the outside of Pinwheel Forest, there is a nurse right here who can heal up our Pokemon, which I adore. Because if you can heal up my Pokemon and I don't have to go all the way back to the Poke Center, you are the best. Like, you're just, you can't be beat, honestly. Solosis, fun Pokemon. I love Solosis. It's probably my favorite Gen 5 solo Psychic type, which is specific. And I think there's only like 3. But I like it a lot more than Gothita, which is sad because I was always playing Black and I never wanted to use Gothitail. But Reuniclus is a Pokemon I definitely want to use sometime. For sure. Which, it would be a blast. I mean, come on. Come on. Thank you very much, Dr. Jerry. Heal my Pokemon, please. Sweet. Okay. Now we can venture off into the Desert Resort. And fight trainers. Some more of them. It's great. So actually, something really cool in this area that you'll see is there's a little Darmanitan shrine, which I think is really fun. But something cool about it is the Darmanitan actually have Zen mode, which is their hidden ability, which is crazy because hidden abilities are like this. I feel like a lot. Well, they become easier and easier to get. Like nowadays, I think in like almost every raid den or Terra den, you can just find Pokemon with hidden abilities just all the time. So it's not that special. But back in Black and White, when the Dream World wasn't really a thing in my mind, hidden abilities were cool. I was like, whoa, this Darmanitan has sheer force. This Darmanitan has sheer force, and this one has Zen mode. That's insane. But then I learned quickly that Zen mode's a useless ability that no one cares about. Black glasses, that's great. Okay, good. We got those. That's really good to get. And apparently there are no wild Pokemon. Okay, I was going to say, it's taking a while. There are some cool mods we want to nab here. There's one I have my eye on. You guys can probably guess based on my choices so far. I don't know. I don't know how obvious I am, but hopefully this one will fit the team well and you guys would like him. But I actually don't have a spare spot in my party, which sucks. I should have thought ahead. That sucks. Oh, okay. It's whatever. Let's go ahead and heal up Zuck, and we'll go ahead and fight this trainer. So let's do it. Cool. Yeah, we are going to have to walk around in the sand for quite a while, which I hate, but hopefully we'll find the Pokemon I'm looking for. I don't know. I'm keeping such a mystery from you guys, and it really does make me feel bad, because I try and keep you in the loop in, like, everything. This is one thing that I've just decided I'm keeping from you, just to be a jerk. So I'm sorry. Gee, last episode we had sneezes, this episode we're having hiccups. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Which, by the way, if you couldn't tell from the time on the what's it called, Sea Gear, it took me a while to get non-nasally. I was trying my best. I kept sneezing after the episode even ended, and I was like, come on, stop this, please. And it took a while, but we finally did it, so yay. We did it. Nope. Gosh, this is gonna be annoying. I hate wild encounters. They're terrible. I don't know if we can repel Trick, but we don't really have any Pokemon that would be like at a good level to repel Trick, so we'll just keep going. Whatever. It's okay. This place is pretty big, so we can explore it while looking for the Pokemon, but we're all good. Get him out of here. I'll have what he's having. Okay, cool. Fresh water. Sick. I guess. I don't know. There's a Zenmo Darmanitan. Yep, these things suck. They do nothing. I actually used to think the orange were their eyes as a kid, which is kind of hard to, like, wrap my head around now. Because they just look so angry. Is that the point? I don't know. But the sprites just look so stupid. I love them. They're hilarious. Not Maractus, surprisingly. What people kind of call the new Finneon, or Finneon, I guess, in a way that everyone forgets about it. Maractus is such a nothing Pokemon that I do not care about whatsoever, which is awful. It's not even good. It's not even fun to use. It's just a grass-type cactus that no one cares about, which pains me to say, but it's the truth. So, I don't know why this just now crossed my mind, but I did mention shiny Pokemon in an earlier episode, and I really do want to catch a shiny in this playthrough. I think that would be amazing. And so, if we get one in the Gen 5 games, though, I will pop off, because the chances are so ridiculously low. Dwebble. Okay, Dwebble would be sick, but that's not the one I'm going for. No. Not Dwebble. I love me some Dwebble, but we're not going for it. Nah. I already used Dwebble quite a bit, if you can't tell, in my, like, main teams. So. Anything up here? I know there's one part, I think you can get a Firestone here. I don't know. But this is the Pokemon we're going for. Sigilyph is actually the Pokemon we were aiming for the whole time. Oh, I gotta think of a name. Crap. Let me think. A good 2000s movie that came out. Why am I blanking on this? Oh my gosh, what's the character from Lost in Translation that Scarlett Johansson plays? Oh my gosh, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? This is important. This is so important. Tailwind. Come on, Chrome! Lost in Translation. 2003. Why is it not working? It's probably because I'm recording. Okay, we gotta hurry up and catch this ish right now. Okay. Pokeball, please. Please. Okay. Charlotte. Charlotte. Okay. Charlotte, and that's how you spell the name. Okay, cool. No, are we not going to catch her? Come on, please. I'm using a Great Ball. I don't care. Losing all pride. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I was really scared that we'd have to re-encounter, because I know Sigilyph isn't the most common Pokemon ever, so that would suck. That would most definitely suck. So we got Charlotte on the team from Lost in Translation, which is an outstanding movie. I don't know how I couldn't remember her name. It's embarrassing. I think that's how you spell it. That's how I'm spelling it. So Charlotte is in the box now. Sucks. So now we're going to go ahead and go in here, which is a cool area. Oh wow. Oh, I forgot there were wild encounters. I love Yamask, by the way. I love using Cofagrigus. I don't know why. I don't normally use ghost types a ton, but Cofagrigus is that Pokemon to me. Maybe because of this whole controversy. Okay, I'll walk you guys through it. I don't know if you've ever heard, but Pokemon Black and White was the first games to introduce a censorship option on the GTS and stuff, which I think is great because I had a Ho-Oh in Gen 4 that was obviously retrospectively hacked, but its name was just the S word, and I hated it because I was like, oh, I have a Ho-Oh. I think it was shiny or whatever, but I was like, it's so cool, but it has a cuss word as a name. What do I do? And so I kept that Pokemon, and I may still have it, but it's so funny to me. But anyways, Gen 5 did introduce a censorship option, censorship type of restriction, which I love. Great idea. But one thing that wasn't a great idea was making a Pokemon named Cofagrigus, which has a word in it that I'm not going to say, but it was blocked. And they didn't account for that at all. So you cannot trade a Cofagrigus or battle with it in a Wi-Fi room without changing its name, which I find hilarious. It's so funny. And so that's one of the things I think of immediately when I think of Cofagrigus. It's just way too funny. I adore that fact. Alright, Juno, you're the lead. Let's do it. Now, these quicksand things actually did stump me as a kid, which is funny, because it's like, oh, you're not supposed to run in it, you're supposed to walk, but of course you get the running shoes as a kid. You're gonna run everywhere. So I was just running. I was like, why am I falling? What's happening? But without spoiling anything, we do visit this area again later in the game, and it's a lot better than it is now. And so that's a lot more enjoyable, I would say. So we don't really have to take it all in, I guess. So we can kind of, I don't know, just get out of here ASAP. Cool. Now we gotta take out another Muna, which is crazy. It gets to a point in a Let's Play where I try not to repeat the same stuff I've been saying, and I try to be fresh, but I just run out of things to talk about. So today, we're gonna have a musical number. Do 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 do. Thank you. I'm here all night. Man. How old? Okay, I know Gen 5 did kind of... Oh, thank God. Okay. I know Gen 5 did kind of speed up... Okay. It's kind of sped up battles. But for the most part, Gen 5 is still kind of slow. I know, like, Gen 6 sped it up more, in my opinion. And then Gen 7 just kind of made everything slow again. And nowadays, I think it's a little bit better. But for the most part, it is kind of tough dealing with all that, so... Whatever. GG Muna. Now we're level 29, which is honestly pretty high. Oh my gosh. We're getting up there. Yeah, watch out for the quicksand. Oh, there's a trainer there. That's annoying. Is he a trainer? Oh no. He's like, don't move. So we're actually going to get the cover fossil, and we are going to add a Tortuga to our team eventually. So yeah, those are our 2 new team members, which I'm excited about. I do say that I try to use fresh Pokemon for me personally, but Tortuga's one I've used quite a bit, but I don't know, there weren't really any other water types that were jumping out to me too much, and I also wanted to make my team, like, balanced and good. So, I don't know. Like, I would say that Frillish was probably the front runner, because Caracosta was kind of the last Pokemon I picked. And so I went, Frillish is cool, but then I thought, Ghost and Dark are kind of redundant together. And Jellicent is one I use a ton, so I thought, I'm good. So yeah. I actually don't think I use Caracosta that much now that I think about it. I think I used to back in the day, but then I started using Jellicent more. I play these games a lot. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. Kind of insane. Yeah, let's go and heal. And this may be kind of weird, but rather than trekking through the desert resort all the way, I actually do want to go and get our other Pokemon ASAP. So we're gonna have to go back to Nakreen City, which isn't terrible, but we will have to trek back there. So actually, I don't do this a lot, but I never cut videos or anything. But I really am going to cut through me walking back to Nakreen City, because it's boring, and I know you guys don't want to see it. But yeah, oh my gosh, you're kidding me. I don't want to get the bike yet, because I kind of want Nimbasa to be like its own thing. So I'm going to walk, I'm going to run there, and I'm going to do it all by myself. And hopefully I could stop rambling, because I keep getting in random fights. But yeah, I will not do anything of note, and if I get in like a trainer battle or something crazy happens, if I find a shiny, I did not hack it in, because that's stupid. Gonna go ahead and save that, but I probably won't find a shiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording, and I will see you guys in a few seconds. And welcome back. That's my first time ever doing that, so hopefully it was smooth. It may be a little jarring, but we'll see. I did want to go ahead and start in Nakreen City rather than exactly the museum, because I did want to go ahead and get out our Sigilyph, because I haven't checked it or anything, but I really want to see what its deal is. And let's go ahead and put it in our party, and we will get rid of 2 Pokemon in here. Actually, wait. We just need to get rid of 1, right? Yeah, because we already got... We're good. So Purloin's in here, and Spotless, the Panpour's in here. So, see you later. We'll never talk to you again. I kind of love the idea of keeping a Patrat and Lillipup in our party for the rest of the time. That sounds really funny. But eventually they will get replaced, sadly. So, let's go ahead and go into the museum, and let's retrieve this fossil, shall we? Wait, this girl. I almost walked right past her. Yes. And I already know what series I want this Pokemon to be named from. Please be male. Yes, okay. So as you guys know, I adore Pixar. And obviously, I do have to name this guy Crush Crush. Just for funsies. I was thinking, I was like, in a later playthrough, I probably will do a Pixar-themed team. But I don't think there's a lot of times where I can find, like, a sea turtle. So, I'll go with it. But yeah, Crush Crush, welcome to the team. Probably my favorite nickname so far. Oh, shoot. I did not count. We'll do no space, that's good. My bad. I should probably, be more aware of my lettering. Crush Crush. Boom. And now let's check out our team members, shall we? Let's move him up here. And now let's check out Charlotte. Let's see. Naive Nature. Is that nothing? No, plus speed minus special defense. That's pretty alright. We actually did kind of get a sucky ability compared to the other one. It was either Magic Art or Wonder Skin, and I didn't want to, like, go back for it if we got the wrong one or anything, but that's okay. It's a decent ability. We have Psywave, Tailwind, Whirlwind, Psybeam. The only one we're ever going to use is Psybeam. I'm actually going to move that to the front just because. And let's go ahead and go to Crush Crush, our Tortuga. Brave Nature, that's good. That's plus attack minus speed, I think. Yes, okay. Aqua Jet, Ancient Power, Crunch, Wide Guard. That's a good set of moves so far. Solid Rock reduces damage from super effective attacks. That's amazing. Because as you know, Water Rock does have a lot of weaknesses. So that's really good for us. So I think we're going to... you know what? Let's walk back to wherever we were, the desert resort, together. Let's go. But yeah, I was thinking on my way here, I was retrospecting on the entire playthrough, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying watching this. I try and provide videos that are fun to make, that don't require a lot of effort. That's kind of a big one, but also ones that will hopefully be entertaining to a few people, and that would really make my day. So that'll be great. Maybe in years, when I'm in the ground, people will be looking back at this playthrough and they'll be like, man, that was a crappy Let's Play, but at least he did something. So I don't know. And also, I mean, come on, this bridge is amazing. We gotta look at it. I mean, come on. I think going towards it is way better than coming back, because coming back, the animations aren't terrible, but they are a little finicky. So, like, I don't know, it just feels more natural going up. But yeah, I love the cars, love the boat. Oh, this place is amazing. So good, so good. So relaxing, man. I really wish they did more stuff like this. They have not done anything cool like this since, I think, Black and White. There's nothing I can really think of in any of the Pokemon games where they messed with perspective a ton. The only thing I can really think is, I think X and Y did a little bit, but I know Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet did not, which is sad. I think Gen 7 really was kind of a turning point for Pokemon games becoming, I guess, less than stellar. I wouldn't call Gen 6 outstanding by any means, but it's a great generation, and I've always thought that. I also do like Gen 7, but it started some trends with Pokemon games that I just don't love. Like, it had every Pokemon in the game, but of course it didn't have the actual national dex. Of course, Gen 8 made that way worse. And Gen 9 also didn't really do anything with it, but I think people just didn't care at that point. So... And then, I don't know, Gen 7 made tons of balancing type of changes that I don't know if I love. Because I do like my cheese in Pokemon. And it just changed a lot about the way that battles go. It's just minor stuff, of course. I mean, you know. Like, they changed burn damage to be less, changed paralysis to be less. Stuff like that. Where, I don't know, like, I kind of like how OP some of that stuff is. I don't know. Maybe a hot take, but who knows. But in many ways, Gen 7 was a lot of fun for me, because, of course, that was a generation where the second games, like I've said, weren't outstanding, but when played apart from Sun and Moon, they are a lot of fun. Back to back, though, not that much fun. So, yeah, and then Gen 8 tried their best. I don't know, it just confuses me, because, like, Sword and Shield was a game that was great, but it missed the mark on tons of areas. Tons of areas. The only reason I like Sword and Shield is because I like any Pokemon game that I play. That's the only reason. It gives me no reason to like it. And then Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl were just nothing games. And Legends Arceus was actually, like, kind of interesting. But then they just threw everything away for the most part. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, though. I'm going to end it here. And hopefully, in the next episode, we can crush the Desert Resort and maybe even make it to Nimbasa. We'll see. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Pokemon White. Peace out, guys. I'll see you.